Did he jump? And down here.
Yes, sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
Practice one of the books you got recognized for a good performance today.
Man, I really just wanted to set the tone. The whole defense wanted to set the tone and just go out there and showcase what we've been working on all summer, really. And we're just going to continue to bust our ass all fall camp and then prepare for the season.
All right, Big 90, day one is in the books. How did it feel out there today?
Oh, man, it felt good coming out here first day for fall camp, man. You know, this is my last fall camp, be out here with my bros and my family, so we're trying to make it fun as we can.
And so with that in mind, what was the emphasis on starting right, starting early so you could finish that way?
Oh, man, that's how we want it. Every practice, start fast, finish fast, man. That's the main thing about Coach Prime and his team, man. We move fast through the whole day.
And you've emerged as one of the vocal leaders out here. Guys are looking at your example. You ready to hold up for that?
Yes, sir. I do anything to lead my brothers the right way, man.
I wish DEION Sanders the best. He excelled at playing football, and he's really excelled at coaching.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? He deserves credit for that because what he's done, taking a job in the rock bottom. You know what I mean when I say the rock bottom?
Oh yeah.
Them HBCUs.
Right.
Going to Colorado and putting more notoriety in that program than the Denver Broncos. Now, am I lying?
No, hell no. Yeah.
Am I exaggerating in a way?
No.
He has made the Colorado Buffalo college football team more popping than the Denver Broncos team. Now, they had a kid win the Heisman from them.
Right.
I'm saying, like, do you know what do you really stop and think of how magical DEION Sanders is? He go from bust-ass coaches from the HBCU talking crazy about him, where they in there stealing stuff out the school and everything. Now he's at Colorado. He is excelling in a coaching situation. It's very hard to excel when you got the good old boys not liking that. All the shine he get. They were trying to hurt his players.
They were, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
I watch what he's done. I'm proud of my brother DEION Sanders. Keep doing it, bro.
Yeah.
We rooting on you, brother. Even if we joke about you, we rooting on you, brother. You are stand out, big ticket.
That's right.
And everything you've done that got to do with football. If you were a Caucasian male, you would be held up in the air as a superhero right now.
He'd be George
What he
Washington.
did, right.
Yeah. You'd be held up in the air as a superhero. But because you DEION Sanders, prideful, a bit boastful, living life, feeling good, they do all kinds of things to you and yours. Because what they did to the young boy in the draft was criminal.
That's true. So, yeah, so all the best with that. No, he's fine now. They removed everything, so there he goes. We'll see why not. He's got his rest of his life ahead of him.
Do you rather be dead? Or would you rather be here and dealing with something and being blessed to work with a wonderful doctor like this that no, she ain't no joke. Like, is I don't know if you said this, Doc, I think I might have dreamt it, but I think you said that as good as I was, you better.
I am very grateful to be part of your care team, and I do not remember saying that.
I think you said that, Doc.
No.
I think you said that. I don't know if I dreamt that, but I thought you said that. So I was confident.
What was your reaction when you found out?
Oh man, emotional. Because he FaceTimed me as a friend, and in fact, his words were, "Man, I'm calling you because you family." And just like he acknowledged with the presser today, he hadn't talked to Shador Shiloh about it. Uh, so he's let me know what he's going through and what was about to take place. And then we FaceTimed after everything, after the surgery. And, you're kind of more beat because you're looking at a person that's that's here, right? But when he showed me the bags that was connected to him, that was tough, man. To see somebody you care about going through something like that privately while the world is attacking.
Yeah, that had to be tough. Let me ask you this: you knowing something that the whole world wanted to know the entire time, and still being able to get through your day to day. Were there any times where you thought to yourself, and you said, same way Coach Prime might say, he never said why me, but he knew it was him. What did his trust in you tell you about you?
Just that he trusted me, because he didn't have to tell me, man. And to let me know how many other people didn't know, but he was confiding in me. And he said, "Man, I appreciate you. And I want you to continue to do the work you're doing. Get these guys ready for Big 12 Media Day, work with our new coaches. The laundry list of things that he and I have been doing together for the past 5 football seasons. That was always his priority, was his team. And anytime I would call him or text him to check on him, he'd give me a quick answer. He would take it right back to what his priority was, which was this team, which was this staff and getting ready to play football. I think one of the things, man, that can't be understated is that he had 2 paths of his treatment. And one of them was so simple. It was, hey, we can beat this, keep doing what you're doing. About 1 day a week, come to Denver, we do some treatment, be a little break after that, you'll be right back to work. But that was going to be
All
like
right, look, we might have lost him right there. He'll come back in a second. Good, Unc.
Yeah, let me know when I'm back. Like,
Okay, you're back.
What
You
was the
good
last?
now.
What
was the last you heard?
No, we ain't miss you. I think that might have been you, Chico.
Okay.
He never went out with us.
Okay. So it was he chose the treatment that was the most evasive, the most painful, the most jarring, but it was a treatment that would get him back in time for football. And I get a little choked up because the sacrifice for people to say, "Oh, he's taking this as an opportunity to quit. He wasn't going to coach without his boys." But to see that he did all of this, having his bladder completely removed, taking pieces of his small intestines to make a new bladder, having to learn how to relieve himself, being bedridden, having to get up and learn how to walk again, just so he could be here for the start of fall camp. That was his total thinking, is I don't want to come back and during the season or during the week have to miss a practice or miss a day and do that for 3 years when I can just go through quote unquote hell right now and I'm good. But there's so many risks associated with it. Like when he hit me up and said, "Yeah, man, I had to sit down and do my wheel," you like,
What do you even say to something like that? Good gracious. You got anything,
nothing?
Chico?
I'm trying to keep it together, dog.
No, it's all good. Shoot, well, let me ask you this: was there ever a time? Because apparently, from what we're gathering, Coach was still handling business, even going through all of this and taking care of other people. Was there ever a time where you had to say, "Coach, like, what are you doing? Like, can you chill for a
Yeah,
second?"
twice a week. I didn't want him to come to Big 12 Media Day because I knew how taxing that was going to be on him to make that appearance. And what I didn't want to happen was we sacrificed the first couple of weeks of fall camp for an appearance at Big 12 Media Day. And much like the Manny sound effect that says that's a lie, he was like, the devil a lie. I'm going. And man, like I said, you just to see what he has gone through and still was working like you and both of y'all participated in my the media training with the players. And he wanted the Zoom links. Like he wanted to watch their preparation. He wanted to know what was going on with strength and conditioning and what the vibe was like. He was, and so I would tell y'all during the show, and I wasn't lying. He just wasn't here. He was never disengaged. Like he's been the head coach of this football team all the way through this process.
When you think about the entire timeline, end of the season, NFL draft, diagnosis, how everything fits in, and now to where he is. Let's say the end of the time. Let's say the end of the timeline.
Cheers. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say the end of the timeline is today. I want to check into the point of after he announced to the team, from you knowing everything that you know and how long you had been knowing, what was it like during that moment before he told, while he told, and after he told the team?
Man, wonderful question. So before he told, we're dealing with young people, man. You know, we look at these athletes, look at their bodies, look at what they accomplish on the field, and we look at them with a sense of maturity from our eyes. But we have to understand these are still young, impressionable adults. I mean, one of the quarterbacks is 17 years old, and you know what they're hearing, and a lie unchallenged can easily become the truth. And so here he just signed this extension. He's back with us. Kids went through the draft, and now we're hearing that he ain't gonna coach us no more. And we don't see him. And nobody's telling us nothing. So shout out to like the staff here who kept the main thing, and kept that at bay. And shout out to Coach Prime, still, as he talked about during the presser there, still communicating with players, you know, as the confines and rules allow, and FaceTiming folks, DMing, so they knowing, well, he ain't acting like he's going on this. But to see the reaction in the room, and I hope that on Will Offer at some point, the video that Bucky put together, which let me shout out to Bucky, man, being there with his dad from day one. And he didn't want to document it. Like but Coach said, no, man, like people are gonna need to see this story no matter how it ends. Because at that point, you don't know how it's going to end. And so they documented things, they documented treatments. And I hope the world gets to see that on Will Off Media. Shout out to Will Off. We got to see it as an internal team on yesterday. But it just shows so many things that they were going through, all while you were shooting shots at them. Like, you have to understand, I don't know if y'all listened to the timeline there. Coach found out he had bladder cancer before the draft. So he's at the draft party knowing I got a surgery coming up. And here's the thing, last year during his annual, where they go and check for his blood clots, there was nothing there at all. So within a year of his last physical, this mass grew his bladder to about 3 centimeters. And so just think how much faster it was going to spread after that is unchecked. So he knew it had to be done, but he's at the draft party. He's witnessing what's taking place with Shador while all this is going on.
Hey, Chico, get that last super chat right quick.
Last super. Got a few came in too, actually. And,
just get the one I just put in right quick.
Oh, now, Dukes.
Look, so that $20 super chat. So if anybody want to match this, that's me. Just everything from this point forward. Usually we split it. Anything from this point forward, I don't care if it's $1, $2, whatever. Drop something for Uncle Neely. We gonna make sure he get it all. Drop something for Uncle Neely, keeping it solid. I know I put an extra E in there, but I was rushing, so I had my head down.
We understand.
Nah, but absolutely, man. I don't care if it's a $99.99. Everything from this point forward, that's Uncle Neely, man. Just match me on that one. I appreciate it. But man, you deserve it, dog. Like, you split everything with us for those that don't know. But for you to keep that business as solid as you did, one, you a member of the media. Two, you know, this is something that you may have wanted to talk about because of how it made you feel emotionally. And you really kept that business solid. So, man, I just wanted to, give you your flowers and shoot. That's that, man.
100.
You're gonna make me put my shades on, man. I accept. Except I had a couple of moments already today, but it's you. I appreciate it.
Nah,
Because that's one thing I tell people is like, man, this ain't journalism, dog. Like this is family. This is friendship. These are bonds that are beyond a story or some breaking news or clickbait. Like we rock with each other. Like we got each other backs, like for real.
Yeah,
and then like the three of us. I mean, look how many conversations we have about fatherhood and about family relationships. Off the air in our text group. Like this is so much bigger than a show to each of us. And so when the three of us come together as collectives, man, I'm like Prime with his situations with this team. And saying, I know we gonna win. Like I know we gonna win. Like I know the morning run is gonna be successful. But I also know on the path to success, we gonna get attacked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna have a moment. Somebody gonna try to divide us.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Man, shout out to them super chats coming in too, man. Y'all real for that. For sure.
Hey, man, it's definitely coming through now. This thing going crazy. Super chat it up, baby. We appreciate that. We appreciate the chat showing
Solid
love to
business,
us,
man. Like,
Just real deal.
Y'all know I get to put on that Phillip hat sometimes where I get in there and get to talking that talk, but that's solid business. Now, we ain't pronouncing nothing right.
I like when you talk like the alien from Atlanta,
So you know what? I might need to hit him up. We might need to have him on the show. You know what? We need to hit him up and have him on the show. You know what I mean?
He be with Parlay all the time.
Man, hit him up, dog. I'm gonna hit up E-Hurd, see if he can holler at him too.
Oh, for sure. He be
Get him on
with
the
Lay all the
that's
time.
that's gonna be a show there.
Man, these
First
super
time we
chats
get
will
an
not stop coming.
extraterrestrial.
Let's
You
go.
know what I mean? Super
Let's
chat's
go,
going
man.
crazy
And
right
look,
now. Yeeski.
Yeah. Shout out.
Love, that's love.
Yeah.
And
for
the
real.
words of Jonte West, that's love, cuz.
It's love.
That
For sure,
love,
man.
Xavier with chat.
And we standing on that one too. Like everything that came in, that's you on for sure. We don't even want no cut. I'm speaking. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. We speaking on
You
that.
know,
One.
you know it ain't gonna go down like that.
For sure, man.
DJ.
For real. Yeah, man.
God is so good.
Cause you easily look, okay, cool. Well, I say what happened. It's true story.
Hey Dean.
Man, I got a call from On 3. And I just put it out on 3 call, and they said, "Dude, you ready? We ready. Like, let's do it again." And I called, and I hit Prime. I hit Coach Prime, and Coach Prime ain't hit back. And I said, "Uncle Neely, I know something really got to be wrong with Coach Prime because I know for a fact he would have hit me back about this. It's a true story now."
Sure.
And Uncle Neely said, "Look, dude, that's something that I can't tell you what to do. I'm sure Coach Prime would, but he's going through something. Now, look." You do what you think is right, and nobody's gonna fault you for doing what you got to do. Now you could have easily said, "Nah, hell no, dude." Ooh. Nah, you said, "Nah, dude. I know they paying. If you need to do that, do that." And
I remember.
You could have told me right then. This when stuff go beyond family. Because any other time, and I ain't share that with the world or nothing. But any other time, you could have been like, "Nah, dude, you need to stay over here." But you was like, "Oh," because you was like, "Nah, dude. I got you." And you stood in until I talked to Coach Prime, which I ended up talking to him later. You stood in that gap. And so I want to tell you, man, like you could have easily said, "Man, nah, because he got this going on." You held that to yourself. You could have told me, "Nah, dude, that ain't for you because we got something going." But you didn't do none of that. And I just want to let it be known, man, you really went crazy this year. And this whole process, not just on that side, but even with me. So I appreciate that. So
and that's staying consistent too. That stays consistent to what he was preaching all season. Like we'll say some stuff like, "Hey, we want this for coach," or "We want this for coach." He'll say, "No, I want what's best for coach."
Absolutely, man.
No matter what, it's not what I want. It's what's best for him.
I had to. I told you about the text I sent to Mark Jackson. I had to check myself because I text Mark Jackson. I was like, "Man, I hope you get the New York Knicks job." And right after I hit send, I said, "That ain't right." I said, "My bad. I hope you get what you want."
Boy.
Because sometimes, man, it ain't about us.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't about us.
Yeah.
But we want to make things about us. Like when something go wrong, or look what they did to me. It ain't about you. that car that's driving in front of you slow, they not doing that for you to be late. They driving their car as fast as they can, trying to get where they're going, and that's all they got. But we always want to make problems about us and not understand it. No, man, let me step in. How can I help them? Again, the guy wasn't born blind because some of his parents did. He was born blind so that Jesus could show you who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the 4 friends. Why important to have 4 friends who lowered the guy down. Said, we gonna take you to sin. Oh, it's jam-packed. We can't get in. Shit, we go to the roof.
Right.
And it wasn't because of his belief that he got up and walked. Jesus saw his friends.
Right.
I'm gonna heal you because of them.
Amen. Amen. Shoot, man, don't get me to testifying, but you know I came up in the hole in the church, but somebody get moving in here.
Here's what I think. This helps also from this comment right here. Coach Prime would do for bladder cancer what Chadwick Boseman did for colon cancer. But I think what it was saying is he will bring that awareness to this whole situation, and you know he's only going to do it the way Prime does it. You know what I'm saying? He can come with a whole package around it, products, treatments, everything, and make it cool. You know what I mean?
There's so many stories, Chico, on my head to come flooding back to me, but I remember him telling me that. Because let me rewind. He had once told me a story about how, and y'all appreciate this as sports fans, he used to look down on himself and question, how do I have all this ability, but I never can't stay nowhere? Like I had to leave Atlanta, I had to leave San Francisco, I had to leave Dallas, I had to leave the Yankees, leave the Cincinnati Reds. Like here I am with all this talent, but I can't stay nowhere. And he thought it was him doing something wrong. And he said, man, then I learned God always gives me a bigger audience. And so now put that in the back. He told me that Jack State days. So when we were talking about this bladder cancer, and he was already speaking healing on his life, he's like, Neely, you got to understand, we've been reaching people with football.
Right.
He said, man, cancer touched everybody.
Right.
So when we beat this, look how many more people we get to reach and you're going to hear our other main message, you know, about who you got to believe in and faith and how to help people out in their down times. He said, so far, man, it's just been a football and sports audience, but God gave me this to now give me an audience that's worldwide. Everybody knows somebody that's done had cancer.
He
said, so now, now it ain't a person whose ears we can't resonate with. He was already talking like that after the surgery. And I'm sitting there like trying to schedule media trainings, and he's like, he way down the road.
Right.
Just how he built, man.
Man. Boy. Man,
Thank
what a
y'all
day,
all
what a
for the
day.
super chats. I know everybody, just like Unc said, hey man, everybody has somebody that they know or connected to in their family somewhere.
Man.
Yeah, I told y'all today was gonna be a day.
Yeah. Man.
I just put that up so I can wipe my tears.
I had to step to the side early, man. You believe me, I understand.
I'm on another tear like a crybaby.
It's all good, man.
Hey, peace in the Middle East. Y'all know what to do. We up and about of here.
Yeah, it's you.